Hi, first graders, it's Miss Bennett. Today we're going to be doing a read aloud of this book called Whose Hands Are These? A Community Helper Guessing Book by Miranda Paul. Hands can wiggle, hands can clap, hands can rap and flap and tap. But hands can help, so raise yours please. Can you guess whose hands these are? Hoe and sow, these hands are soiled. Sweep and reap, these hands have toiled. In the barn, these hands are charmers. These hands belong to many. What kind of hands do you think those belong to? Farmers. Choose, peruse, these hands are picky. Mix and match, these hands are sticky. These hands flip through food-stained books. These hands belong to gifted, what do you think? Cooks! Stop and go, these hands are waving. Catch that guy, he's misbehaving. These hands help us keep the peace. Hold yours up, it's the police. Quest and test, these hands are turning. Test again, these hands are learning. Weigh and count, their work persists. These hands belong to scientists. Push and play, these hands are shaping. Wet with clay, these hands are scraping. These hands keep on adding water. These are the hands of one great potter. Have you guys ever made pottery in art class or seen it? It's pretty cool. Taking notes, these hands are writing. Breaking story, how exciting! These hands can type or hold recorders. These hands belong to news reporters. Yank and crank, these hands are smeared. Reach and wrench, they've disappeared. When something breaks, these hands don't panic. These hands belong to a mechanic. Dream and sketch, these hands draw lines. Stack and build, they form designs. Measure twice, check all the specs. These hands belong to architects. My dad is an architect. He helps design buildings like schools. Arms up high, these hands keep score. Throwing flags, they say no more. Each hand signs and oversees. These hands belong to referees. Have any of you guys ever seen a referee at a sports game? Rub and scrub, these hands are clean. Wearing gloves, these hands are green. These hands all have healing missions. These hands belong to your physicians. Those are like your doctors and your nurses. Come on in, these hands wave sweetly. Caked in chalk, these hands write neatly. These hands care for kids and creatures. These hands belong to helpful, what do you think? Teachers, like me and Mrs. Jones. Greeting, eating, dressing, sharing, cleaning, caring, or repairing. Let your hands try something new. One day, what could your hands do? What's something you think your hands could do someday? Did you maybe see your dream job in this book? Do you want to be a teacher or a doctor or an architect? How do you think you could use your hands someday?